Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is for you in the world. I would like to talk today about relationships and toxicity. I think this is a common theme among a lot of entrepreneurs today, a lot of creatives, actually a lot of people today. We were all raised in a certain level of different relationships. How we were brought up is extremely important to look at as you get older, because this is where a lot of what we witnessed, what we saw growing up, this is what we play out into our adulthood. And when we look at relationships, I'm not just talking about your marriage or your soulmate or your relationship as far as a spouse or a partner. I'm also talking about your relationships with your family members and your friends, and how toxic are they? Have you taken the time out to look at your relationships? Are they serving you? Do you have really good boundaries? Do you give too much of your energy away? This is something as entrepreneurs and creatives that we have a hard time struggling with, because we want to be helpful and we want to seem that we are these great people and we have all of this energy and we have all of this time to give, but in fact we don't. And if we're not creating boundaries in our relationships, in our friendships, in our family, then we are letting people take our energy and our time. And time is one of the most important things that we can never get back. And not just we can't get back, that is how we make our money. That is where our value comes from. And as I've looked at a lot of my clients, they seem to have really good boundaries as far as their business is concerned and as far as their, maybe their health is concerned. But then when it comes to their friendships and their families and their spouse relationship, their partner relationship, they tend to backslide a bit. And then they wonder why they get stuck. And they're stuck in their ideas, they're stuck in their business, they're stuck in their health as well. Maybe they wanted to lose more weight and now they can't. And you have to look at the effect of what are you saying to energetically, what are you saying to people? What are you allowing into your life? What are you allowing into your sphere? And I think that it's a hard way to be introspective, because we don't want to look at what we're doing, what we're allowing, what we are saying energetically. And so we allow people to, a phone conversation that should have taken 20 minutes with a friend or a parent ends up taking an hour and a half. And you feel bad about that, because you know that your time that's how you make money. And now you've spent this time and now you maybe feel a little resentment. And the same thing with partners, where something should have been a 10, 15-minute discussion and now is turned into this big toxic blowout. And right now we see a lot of this going on, because we're all living in close quarters with people, and friendships are going out the window, maybe because differing beliefs or how you feel about wearing a mask and things like that. So we have to look at where are we allowing people to come into our energy, and we're not protecting ourselves. And we're not saying, hey, no, I have these boundaries and please respect them. And it's not that you have to be a bully and you have to be mean and you have to say, hey, I can't put up with this right now. But it's about loving yourself and saying, I actually don't have the energy for this today. I actually cannot talk to you about your problems today. I don't have the time and the effort to do this right now. And it's about, who are you allowing to contact you as well? Who are you allowing back into your energy? Are these ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends? Are these people that you keep talking to and you keep allowing back into your energy, although the relationship's finished years and years and years ago? And this is kind of like keeping somebody on the back burner, or keeping that energetic door open. And that's not a great place to be. If you're trying to move forward, you need to clean up your social media. You need to clean up your Instagram. You need to cut those ties energetically and say, no, I'm no longer available for this. These are not my boundaries. You have to create that energetic boundary in those boxes, and not that they have to be these hard, immovable objects, but that you are protecting your energy and you are saying, no, I want more out of this. And also, knowing what you want from your relationships is extremely difficult for most people. What do you really want out of your relationships? Do you want love? Do you want kindness? Or are you the doormat? Are you the one sitting there going, well, I just feel like I can't get anything better, so this is what I have to settle for? We say that the people that you surround yourself with, that's where the level is that you're going to stay at energetically. And so when you surround yourself with people who use you as a doormat or come to you with all of their problems, but then when it's your turn to share a problem, they don't reciprocate. They don't want to hear about it. They don't have the time, the energy, whatever. So you're in a one-sided relationship. So you have to think about that as well and be a little bit more introspective and a little bit more choosing. If you're trying to get to a higher level in your life, in your business, in your health, you have to look at your relationships. You have to say, where have I allowed a toxic situation to suck my energy and to suck my will for life away? And you have to have the willpower to say, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I am standing up and I'm saying, no, these are my boundaries. And I hope that you can respect that. And if you can't, then I need you to move on. And this is a hard place to be. This is very difficult for most people because we want to be the nice person. We want to be kind. We're taught to be the kind person from a very young age. We're taught to not ruffle feathers. We're taught to say, oh no, it's fine, I'm sorry, and keep apologizing. But that's not how you get further in life. And that's not how you get further in your business. And that's not how you have those mutually respectful relationships. And this is something to think about. This is something to maybe journal about, maybe meditate on, because we are in an era where the relationships are reaching better standards, where we're not accepting of what happened, what we saw in our parents' relationships or what we saw in our friends' relationships. We want more. We want those loving, healthy relationships where they are reciprocated and everything that we feel is just love and kindness, but also that there are those boundaries there, that we know if somebody's having a bad day that they'll say that because you've said that, you've put those boundaries in place. And this also helps with not letting people's energy rub off onto you. When you have those boundaries in place, that energy it just doesn't affect you anymore because you know what your boundaries are and you respect your boundaries and you're saying to yourself, I am worthy of this. I am worthy of these loving relationships. And now the energy that you're putting out because you're saying I'm worthy of this, that's what you start attracting. So take some time and think about where you are in your relationships and in every single relationship with your parents, with your cousins, with your siblings, and realize where people are toxic and that's not what you want in your life anymore. And it's okay to take a step back and it's okay to say, I can't do this. And that's why we hire coaches as well. I have a coach that helps me. I've coached people through leaving toxic relationships, whether that be their toxic relationship at work, their toxic relationship with their husbands or spouses or boyfriends or fiancés, whatever it is. This is what I help people with as well. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about, should I be hiring somebody to help me through this situation? Because you cannot stay in toxicity. You cannot kill your soul with toxicity because then your business doesn't grow and then you don't really do what you want to be doing with your life. And that is the most important thing, that you've figured out that what you want to do with your life, what you want out of your health, that you've listed down these desires and these wants and these dreams, and you've said, I'm going for it. So do what you need to do. Hire a coach or a mentor. I'm available for strategy calls and discovery calls. I give a free 30-minute one this week. So message me and we will get you on your way. And let's start rocking and rolling. It's time. Have a great day.